One by one, the Chilean miners are being brought to the surface and the operation is going seamlessly. The 26th miner has just been winched to safety. The remaining 7 are expected to be out within hours. This operation has been moving along very swiftly at a rate of around about 1 miner per half hour or 40 minutes. They've all been celebrating with family members as they experience their first taste of freedom. The mining minister and also the Chilean president has been present to greet those miners as they come out. The president said just a short time ago, surprisingly, all of those miners are passing their health and mental checks. They seem to be in great mental health at the moment and also great physical state too. Our reporter Michael Vincent is at the San Jose mine. He joins us now on the phone. Michael Vincent, it is surprising to hear that those miners have just done so well after 2 months underground.
It's incredible, isn't it, that even the relatives of them say that they were expecting to come out unshaven. One of them used the word feo in Spanish, which actually means ugly, but I think if you do a reasonable translation, it ends up as kind of rough, looking a bit rough around the edges. They've come up clean shaven, they've come up clean. It's quite incredible that they have gone through what they've gone through and yet look, superficially at least, we don't know what their medical situations are like, but superficially to be in very, very good health. From all indications, as you say, the authorities say they are actually in very good health now, so it's quite remarkable that after now in their 70th day, the ones that are coming out are in such good nick.
This space shuttle-like unit, the Phoenix, that we're waiting to see arrive underground with that remarkable underground picture that we've been looking at from time to time, it seems to be doing its job really well. Have there been any breakdowns at all in the last 18 hours, any need for repairs?
Yeah, look, last night at one stage they took it off its winch and laid it down, and there was all this kind of oohing and ahhing around the camp, oh no, what's going wrong? And it simply was what was called a pit stop. They literally had to grease the wheels. These big pots of grease came out and they liberally applied it and they changed over the oxygen tanks and put it back up and off it went. So it's apart from what you'd expect as ongoing maintenance of what is a relatively unique operation, it's been going extraordinarily well. There's been no reports of any problems with the winch. There's been no reports of any problems in terms of the miners coming out with dizziness from the amount of spinning that may or may not be going on. And for everyone here, it's just a remarkable story of how these miners have come out looking so damn good.
The stories are individually all remarkable and very human. A couple in particular are very lovely. One is, unfortunately, a little bit funny, and that's the story of Yoni Barrios, and we saw him emerge into the blinking light this morning. What's his particular notoriety?
Yes, well, he's had a bit of notoriety when the government asked for the closest family and relatives and people to the miners, of course, upsets his wife and upsets his mistress. So there was a lot of discussion going on about who in the end would get to see him. Someone told me, perhaps jokingly, I took it quite seriously at the time, that it was going to be his mother that was going to sort it all out. In the end, it turned out to be his mistress. And yeah, well, for one woman, a very happy day. He was a little bit sheepish about it all, as you'd expect.
Yes, we're seeing pictures. Sorry to jump in, Michael. We're seeing pictures of that rather sheepish reunion there. And unlike all the others, where the men just leapt into the arms of their waiting loved ones, he just looked a little bit abashed.
Oh, yeah, well, wouldn't you?
Yep.
I mean, it's, look, for all of it, for that sort of story, which is, obviously, piques the curiosity of these these
I think we may have just lost Michael Vincent there. We're relying on a rather unreliable phone line from the mine site where he's been for the last few days. So we'll leave Michael Vincent. I can just share with you, though, a little bit of news that's come in on that subject. It's what I was alluding to a moment ago about the miners really passing exceptionally well those health and mental checks that they go through once they're rescued. And doctors have been speaking to AFP, to the Wire service, and saying that 11 of the 33 miners that have been rushed to the Copiapó Regional Hospital, they've been flown by chopper to get there. They're better than any prognosis, with 2 exceptions. They were in much better condition than expected. All of the miners underwent a thoracic and lungs exam. They're all in perfect conditions except miner Mario Sepulveda. He was the second one who came out, who's so cheerful, who has silicosis, and Mario Gomez, who we found a bit weak, said one of the doctors. So Sepulveda is in good spirits, but he does have silicosis. So generally speaking, really in good nick. You can see there's the unit, the Phoenix, has arrived underground again for the 27th miner to jump inside and to be taken to the surface. And he'll emerge, and we'll bring you those live pictures very soon, because it's all happening very quickly now. There soon won't be anyone left underground. It's the foreman, the bloke in charge, is going to be the last man out, because the captain, of course, always stays with the ship.